Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with a Sangean. This is a model number DT-120CL. I perform an evening medium wave band scan. First go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the evening band. So here it is, the Sangean DT-120CL. It's an AM/FM stereo headset radio. It's pretty neat. It's clear. That's what the CL means. I have the DT-180, which is identical. I thought I'd pick up the clear model to kind of reintroduce this radio to the channel. It's pretty neat. So let's check out the features of the DT-120CL. Left-hand side, we have the power button. Of course, press to turn it on, long press to turn it off. While we're on, it accesses your bands, FM1, FM2, and AM. The reason why you have two FM bands is for the extra presets on top here. Going to the front, our display, when the power is on, we're greeted with a signal strength indicator, below that a battery level indicator, the band we're on, and the frequency we're on. Nice, clear, easy to read. I like that. Let's go ahead and long press off. All right. Below that, we have 4 buttons. DBB, Dynamic Bass Boost. Step function's cool. When the power is off, you press and hold the step button. Shows the firmware version. And now you can change the FM stepping to 100 kilohertz or to 50 kilohertz. Nice. On AM, you can change from 10 kilohertz to 9 kilohertz. We'll leave it on 10. And if you don't do anything, it should automatically save. And if it doesn't, we'll hit the step button. There we go. So below that, we have stereo. So if you're listening to a station in stereo and it's kind of coming in and out, it's annoying you, just press that, go to FM mono. Sometimes fringe stations you need to run in mono instead of stereo. Stronger stations, of course, you should have no problem coming in stereo with this radio. Tuning buttons, tuning up, tuning down, seek up, seek down, which is very handy. And of course, you can see the PCB there. Nice. And then on the bottom, there's the AM ferrite antenna, which is about a little over 1.5 inches, and it pulls the stations in pretty good. We'll see what it can do tonight. Right hand side of the radio, we got volume up and down. Top of the radio, we got our headphone jack and our 5 memory buttons. So you have 5 on FM1, FM2, and AM, giving a total of 15 presets. A lanyard hook point there. On the back, where it's up close and personal, kind of see some of the back of the PCB. So we got a crystal, a few ICs there. Very neat. It's always cool to be able to see inside. We have a lock switch to lock the radio down. Our 2 AAA batteries, as you can see, they're running in parallel there. To open up this battery door, you just press down and it slides to access those batteries. And you can see there's more chips underneath. You really can't read those. I don't think I can get that into focus. There's some writing on there. And of course, there's some antenna connections, I believe. And then on the back here, we have our serial number. So cool. Let's go ahead and push this shut. Now let's do a quick size comparison. We have CC Pocket in the house. Nice. Current time is 11:22 p.m. That's Central Standard Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. So as you can see, the DT-120CL is fairly small. It's a great little pocket radio. If you're used to using headphones, I recommend it. I really like it. There's bigger models like the 160 CL you can get, which is clear as well. It takes AA batteries, but it's big, kind of bulky. Never really liked it, so this definitely is one of my favorites. Why I picked one up in clear too. All right, and next we always have Skywave in the house. You see Skywave's rather large radio compared to this little headset radio. Just to kind of give you an idea what's going on here. Yeah, big difference there. Cool. And if you, of course, don't have those radios, we have a deck of cards. Oh, there he is. Who is this? I'm Iron Man. I'm going to sing a song for you. I'm the man who's got the master plan. I love a Sangean in each hand. Let's rock it out, man. I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up as I go. Love it. But anyway, if you notice, that can fit in a deck of cards rather easily. Awesome. Okay, cool. So there we are. Buy a DT-120CL today. I'll have links below, like Iron Man commanded me to. Awesome. Okay, so let's hook this up and turn it on. So I got a GPX radio behind here, about a foot away. Trying to keep it away so there's no interference. And it's going to be my external speaker source. So we're just going to plug that in with the patch cable. All right, great. We'll go ahead and turn the radio on. And we'll see where we're at for volume, and then we'll turn on the radio behind it. Now you're going to hear some thumping as I switch stations. When you're wearing headphones, that thumping is very minute, barely noticeable. Okay. So you'll see me turning the radio. That's to aim this ferret antenna towards the station I'm trying to receive. I'll pick up a station this direction. Interesting. If you can hear it, I'll turn this up. They're playing music. I'm going to bring in a passive loop here, Terk Advantage. See if I can't clear that up. Lately, I've been thinking this is a Cuban station to the southeast. That's where Cuba's at. So northwest, I don't know what's out there on 530, but this direction, yeah, this is typically Cuba. This direction is typically Brampton, Ontario, where you have the Hindi music. All right, let's keep going. So we'll tune up.
All right, well, we will connect.
So you notice here, not in tune when I turn it.
And send me all the information you would like for us to link to our show notes for today's episode, because this is super important, like you said. Friends who are living abroad,
540
people who are
WUK.
studying abroad, people who you know would still want to vote. Let's get them, because we're running out of time. Like we
This
said,
is Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles to the north, 400 watts at night.
Thank you so much
You have
for spending
deep
time
bass
with us today.
boost,
This was super
and it can act as
informative.
a filter.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for keeping up the fight.
All right, Liz, go get some sleep. Right now, there. All right, when we come back, Scott Gerard and Jesse Opoyan will join us to talk about school.
I like the brighter tone, but
Go Wisconsin.
so that works. Let's keep going. 550 KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri. 275 miles, 5,000 watts to the south-southwest. Just slight southwest.
Who do you call? How you can save money, and that's making the switch to my cell phone company, and that is Pure Talk. It's about half the cost of the big carriers, Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. The average family is
560 WIND, Chicago. Yeah, I noticed at the top of the band, like around 1690, I got a little interference by touching the bottom of the radio where the antenna's at. So yeah, this is local, Chicago.
blazing fast data, unlimited talk and text for just $30 a month.
We'll hunt for some clear signals. I mean, you could DX with this radio actually at night. It's strong enough. There we go. I heard WKZO. That's Kalamazoo, Michigan. 137 miles to the east. 5,000 watts at night. Okay. Don't know if you heard that. I heard it clearly. WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 175 miles, 5,000 watts to the west.
State Department spokesman Ned Price warns the...
There's about 3 stations coming in here. Here, music, some news, and some sports talk. Cool.
Near home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less is Less. Less is Laughter, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at Less.
That's 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is to the north, but if you point to the south, it comes in as well. Yeah, Milwaukee, Wisconsin's 52 miles away, 10,000 watts at night.
Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and executive producer of a new Hollywood documentary called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. In this
So just picking up the CFCO, 630 Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts. Got a news station here. Not sure what news station this is. Interesting. That's a new one. Okay, let's keep going. So, two mixing stations. WOI, Ames, Iowa, 265 miles, 1,000 watts to the west. And we're picking up a local station, WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away at 1,600 watts. Okay, we can't overrun the music, but that's WSM coming in clear as a bell. Thank you. 650 Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. I was waiting for a nice distant station with some cool music playing.
That wasn't as painful as you thought it might be, right? But there, Larry Gatlin, Steve and Rudy, his brothers, the Gatlin brothers, and she used to be somebody's baby boy. Larry Gatlin, incredible songwriter, star of the Grand Ole Opry and Opry Country Classics, returns this week on Thursday night. Looking forward to that. Of course, Larry Gatlin will be your host. My name is Jeff Hogue, your host for the evening, and I got thinking as I'm listening to She Used...
Cool. Sometimes 660 will come in clear depending on the day. It's not coming in clear right now. WFAN out of New York, New York.
see to just get a deal done. We know the deadline's on Tuesday afternoon. Take a listen to Joe Shane.
There is, but, it's got to be right for both parties. I mean, it's, there's, again, I say it all the time with you guys, if-then scenarios. We're going through those, so.
Here's 670 The Score, local, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs. As you can see, we have full signal strength indicator, memory 1, that's my memory 1 position, which is really nice. I get memory 2 at 720, and so on for local stations. All right, let's turn that back up.
That's important to keep in mind.
Yep. Building a team.
680, Toronto usually. Okay, keep tuning. CKGM, Montreal, Quebec. 763 miles. Nice.
Never mention again the price of gas. Because I have had a drive in the Metroplex where I live in Dallas, Fort Worth, a lot the last 4 days.
And that's coming in kind of faint today. This is 700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. I'm going to check with the pocket just to see if it's faint on there as well. Yeah, it is. Here it's starting to come in better. Just like on the pocket. Okay. Awesome.
And care for your family.
So that voice there is just a hint of WOR 710 New York, New York. 750 miles. I know this is very underwhelming tonight, but we'll keep going.
Worth money. Visit VictoryAutoWreckers.com for an instant quote.
Like that display.
VictoryAutoWreckers.com.
720 WGN Chicago.
Spring clean, and Lou's here to help. Tune in to House Smarts Radio with Lou Manfredini, March 11th, 6 to 10.
Guessing a challenging evening. 740 Zoomer Radio's CFZM, 460 miles to the northeast. Let's bring the loop in. See if we can't give it a boost. It's about as good as I'm going to get it there, I think. There you go. All right, we'll keep going.
Put it back together in seconds when you need to. Now the parts fit right into its stock, so it's easy to stow in your car. Your
750.
truck. It's compact. You can carry it everywhere. 3.5 pounds. Only 16.
WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles southeast.
A variety of finishes. You know, black, 3 types of camo. It's affordable. You can pick one up anywhere between 250.
With Joe Biden. They're going to staple that guy to a horse, and they're going to ride him to glory. That is all this is. Joe Biden, they taxidermied him, his Big Bob Billy Bass. All they do is he's actually like on the wall, as a dead fish, taxidermied him. They hit a button.
Here's 760. This is WGR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
And that's what they're going to run.
He did himself had a stake just going to his final choice and try to give up the try to destroy his reputation and everything. No, it's spectacular.
Why I hear you, Marianne, and I thank you for the telephone call. You know, I'm very clear.
We're just making out 770 WABC, New York, New York, 750 miles. We're getting a lot of bleed through from 780, which is super strong. WBBM, Chicago.
Lower price, give us a call at 312-409-4276.
WBBM, local, Chicago.
And we'll have a look at traffic one more time. Here's Trent Erickson.
On your way out on the Dan Ryan, you're going to find a slight delay getting into the work zone in the express lanes, and left lane is taken down from the Stevenson down.
We'll go a little quicker here. Just hearing a little bit of CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles.
After 2 weeks of trying to figure out what was going on, yeah, it's murderous what he did. And he should be held accountable because it was a planned event. Absolutely. Terrible.
Not sure if this is local.
Oh, yes, I believe it's definitely perpetuated by our government.
Okay,
yes.
by our government?
Yes.
Okay, now let me tell you what.
Sorry.
Let me tell you what Min Yan Lee, Lee Min Yan, they call her the Bat Lady. She was one of the top Bat.
I believe this is 820 BAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles, the southwest. Nice.
2 years or so, and since she got back to here. And
interest, and they get support, and we are trying our best with going to the people and advocate to them about the democracy.
WCCO 830, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
Milestone to reach. So I think fusion power is within reach if it could get enough investment. So the people in our government right now are pushing.
So 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. Usually this is ground zero. Then around midnight we have coast to coast till 4 a.m. Mixing stations at 850, that's interesting. Here KOA Denver, Colorado, 890 miles. It's a sports talk. They're always talking sports. To the west there. Keep going. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario. French speaker, 460 miles away. This does help a little bit. I'm here at a second station too. There's 870, usually WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana. This radio can pick it up. It's just a tough night, I think. I'm gonna see what the pocket can do over here. Okay, so it's improving at the same time the pocket is. Just ever so slightly. Okay, next station.
Partners and Mexican law enforcement agencies to investigate this. This happened in Matamoros Friday, about a 12-village line from Brownsville, Texas. The FBI says the Americans entered Mexico driving a white minivan with North Carolina license plates.
CBS News correspondent Christian Benavidez reporting the consulate in Matamoros had posted at least 4 security alerts over the past 3 years, warning that drug cartels.
WCBS, New York, New York. 750 miles.
And speaking of crime, Washington, D.C. Council.
Centenary of the People's Liberation Army in 2027 should work.
So here's 890 WLS, Chicago. High-pitched whine coming from the camera. Watch this.
And enhance military capabilities.
Goes away.
And I don't hear us doing that. And I'm very concerned about it. Mr. Producer, do we have any great Americans calling in, or do we have irregular Americans? Let's talk to some regulars.
Give you an idea. Alright, let's just cruise the band quicker. I'm going to go some known frequencies. Got a hint of CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba. 675 miles.
Accounting for nearly 1/3 of all emergency room visits.
1000 WMVP, Chicago.
Kind of like an elevator.
Hey, y'all, this is your girl, Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something.
1020 KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
Now I feel great. That's because I increased my body.
Foundation.org. Cloudy sky, 35 degrees. Steve Perez, WBZ traffic on the 3s.
Here's the 4-day WBZ AccuWeather forecast.
Lots of clouds around early this morning.
Okay, you got the call letters, WBZ. This is Boston, Massachusetts. This is 880 miles to the northeast.
Thank you for the real field temperatures, mostly in the 20s.
Always itching, his paws were soaking wet all day from just constantly.
WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles to the west.
I just don't like putting shots and steroids into your dog all the time.
The editor. With all of the polarization we hear about, there are stories of unity that just fly under the radar.
KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles northeast.
The purpose-driven life of Temple police officer Chris Fitzgerald, murdered 8 days ago.
Okay, music here I think is religious music. KAAY, 1090, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles to the south.
For that, and I will say this as well, that my life is...
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles to the east.
And I
let's talk about a couple other little cases you had mentioned. Doesn't mean it's a good marriage. I've had it before, and it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad.
0.7 FM, KMOX.com.
Our American Stories. And our next story comes to us from a man who's simply known as the History Guy.
KMOX,
Videos are watched by hundreds of thousands
St.
of
Louis,
people
Missouri,
of all ages,
275 miles.
And the History Guy is also heard as a regular contributor here at Our American Stories.
To move forward. So this is Anita Techno and her son Chris Levis.
WRVA 1140, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
And they asked if I could come back, which I did.
Get.com, discount code Fly Ship Free. You know, it's true. Difficult times have a...
Not sure what that is.
Faith. You put your faith in Jesus Christ.
Local?
And
going quicker?
I love your impersonation of his voice, though.
I know, it should be more southern.
WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
All right, so in other words, the Twitter sphere is what pushed this.
Your My Pillow 2.0 now.
People love their Mueller metal homes. This is what we dreamed about.
Yeah, Southwest is coming in nice. This is San Antonio. I think it's WOAI. It's over 1,000 miles.
Sunrise in the morning, sunset at night. This is what we love.
They make this a piece of fun.
This is our home. Our forever home.
Enjoying every minute of it. Seeing it all come together in one day to get it done.
You can depend on a Mueller metal roof.
We're fortunate to be able to build a house on family land, and we really enjoy it.
Cool. WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. I can't hover. I think it's coast to coast. They copyright stuff. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna go up the band here. This is like the graveyard band. You could spend a lot of time through here. It'll be mixing stations from all over. We're gonna go up to 1530, just because it's a jumble of frequencies.
The last word.
All right, Brother Fitzsimmons, on this late Monday, early Tuesday, what is your last word? The odds on
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
to win, or not win, excuse me.
still American territory. 40% of Americans,
KXCL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles to the west.
the majority don't. So waking up.
Let's go 1610.
The point where, again, him being the number one overall pick has gone from plus 8,000.
That's pretty clear. WAAM, I think, maybe? Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Does not lie. And as much as I love...
There we go, CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. 460 miles. Fox Sports. KOZN, Bellevue, Nebraska. 390 miles. Music there, KCJJ, The Mighty, Iowa City, Iowa, 175 miles, 1,000 watts to the west. Let's go to the top of the band here. KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles to the west. Sometimes I'll pick up Richardson, Texas, too, which is 700 miles to the southwest. We'll hear some Hispanic music playing. Let's see if 740 came in clear. Let's go to 720. Oh, went down the volume.
I left my daddy to that. They called it
go. See how it improves? Just got to wait a little bit, and boom, your signal will start just jumping in. We could actually go up to, let's go to, what was it, 8. I'm just trying to remember what frequency we wanted to hear. I think it was 850. Let's see what 850 sounds like right now.
But I will say this, there are plenty of people that, whatever the hell.
And 870.
LeBron James get hacked?
Here we go.
I'm a little surprised that he would share these sentiments. We just talked about him earlier on in the show. You know, you got to really dig deep if you want to look at what took place over the weekend with John Morant, and then you compare that to what LeBron has done for the better part of 20 years. It's almost pristine.
So yeah, there you go. There's 870 WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles. It just improved while I was filming the video. So there we go.
I've never seen him say something like this before.
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing. So I know he's moved up.
Let's power that off. All right, disconnect this. We are done. That was our evening band scan. Like I said, it gets better as time goes on. This is a fantastic little radio, and you can evening DX with it, which is no problem whatsoever. So yeah, enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed the presentation of the Sangean DT-120CL and the evening AM broadcast band. There's a lot to be found there. Quite a bit of interesting information. There really is still some neat stuff like the American Stories on KMOX. That's a pretty cool thing to listen to. They also do something like that on KXEL out of Waterloo, Iowa there. Very cool shows that really give you some sense of history for our country. So there you go. Sangean DT-120CL. If you like it, use the links below. Pick yourself up one. I think it's fantastic. Give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. If you like Sangean radios, subscribe at the bell icon. Get notified of future reviews, band scans, comparisons. And 3, comment below what you think about the 120CL. Is it for you? Is it not? Do you like the black or solid white color? Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.